Hello, YouTubers. We are live on YouTube and we're going to wait 2 more minutes. Hello on Instagram too. We are live, but we're going to wait 2 more minutes. So get some water. It's nice. It's daylight saving time, which is why it's still bright outside. I can see the difference, but I already lit all the candles because the sun will set, right? So I'm ready and you can still see me then. Okay, 6:30. I'm going to do a supported chair pose at the beginning because we're going to do enough after. So, hello everybody, good evening, bonsoir à tous, buonasera a tutti, guten Abend miteinander. We have been live for 2 weeks now already. Wow. Thanks for tuning in again. If you want to rewatch any of the sessions, do so on YouTube. Today's lunch class was all about slowing down. So it was a slow flow where we were holding postures and really tune in with the breath and be in control of our movements. And tonight's class, I would like to do Ignite the Fire class, which means a power flow. So the fire is in the belly, right? That means, yes, we're going to do some core workout as well. Most of us have spent a lot of time at home sitting around, and it's easy to get a little bit of sluggish and also a lack of energy physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. And the easiest way to in traditional Chinese medicine, fire represents heat. Fire can give warmth, life, element of change, transformation, intensity, but fire can also burn and destroy. So we have to keep our fire well balanced. And in our yoga practice, this represents as a wave. So we want to ignite this fire. We want to get on that peak level of intensity of fire, but then we want to also calm down again, especially at night. I know it's a night class, but again, if you don't feel like doing a powerful class, just watch the one from the noon session on YouTube. Otherwise, do it with me because it's fun. And then at the end, we all did it together, like in the old days and in the future. So let's get started. By the way, never skip Shavasana. Shavasana is also a time of integration of this energy. So always take the time to do a proper Shavasana. Do it as long as you want. So it doesn't have to end when I bring you back. Just do it as long as you want. That's the advantage about being at home, because you can Just do whenever, wherever, and however you want it. But now let's get started. The support of the chair goes away. And we're gonna come down onto the floor. So today I would like to start in a child's pose. So take your knees wider than your hips, the big toes touch, release your hips back towards your heels, and then just relax your forehead, your shoulders to the ground. And take a moment to settle in. Deepen your breath. Feel the rising and falling of the belly. Surrender to the ground even more. So just let go. With every exhalation, just soften more into the floor. Now extend your arms a little bit more. We're going to come into a soft, gentle flow. So with your inhale, come up onto all fours. Roll your biceps forward, a slight back bend, reaching forward with the chest. With your exhale, start to round. Pull your navel in and come back into child's pose. Linking breath and movement. Deep inhale, come back up onto all fours. Chest is going forward. Exhale back into child's pose. One more time. Deep inhale, come back up. Take your time, reaching forward with the chest, just a slight back bend. And with your exhale, a slight rounding, going back into child's pose. With your next inhale, come back onto all fours. Now make sure the hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Outer shoulder width apart. The knees are directly underneath your hips. And the feet are straight back. So the tops of the feet are on the floor. Now, press both hands down equally and lift up the knees. Core access. Keep your spine neutral and long. You can slightly look ahead of you. That way you make sure that your neck is long. We don't want to overarch and we also don't want to round, so keep it straight. Good. Little variation. Lift up your right foot. Hover here. Breathe. Relax your jaw. And then switch the sides. Just lift up your left foot. If this is too much, by any means, you can also curl your toes under. And then let go. And come back into child's pose. Inhale, back onto all fours. This time curl the toes under. Same thing. Lift up the knees. Lift up the right foot. Hover here. Breathe. Pull your navel in. Switch the sides. Igniting the fire in the belly, in the abdomen. Good. Walk back into plank and hold the plank. If you want, you can drop the knees, of course. Hold it here, strong, steady, pressing through the heels back. Engage the quads and reach forward with the chest. Long line. Good. And then with your exhale, drop the knees. Take a long and deep inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows. Keep your shoulders in line with your elbows. Inhale, coming into a small cobra. Exhale, coming back into child's pose. Inhale, back onto a fours. Exhale, into plank. Long and deep inhale, hold it steady. Exhale, lower halfway down. You can bend your knees or not. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold it here for a deep inhale and a deep exhale. With your inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, vinyasa. If you want, you can drop the knees. Inhale, coming into an up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here. Start to engage your quadriceps so you can lower down the heels even more. Press the inner thighs back. Anchor through all the knuckles, especially the index fingers. Inhale, rise up tall onto the tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, lightly step forward. You can take small steps or two big ones. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take your hands onto your hips. Roll your shoulders back, leading with the heart. Come on up all the way into mountain pose. Stay here for a moment. Close your eyes. Find your breath. And there we go. Sun salutation. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, step back into plank. Long and deep inhale. Roll slightly forward. Exhale, if you want, bend your knees or go straight halfway down. Inhale into cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale, rise up tall onto the tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Lightly step. If you want to jump, go ahead. Inhale, lift your chest halfway. Exhale, hinge at the hip crease. Forward fold. Inhale with a flat back. Come all the way up. Reach up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Okay, we're going to move on. So with your inhale, no chair. So no support. Let's do chair pose without the chair. Sit down, back, look down. Keep moving with your knees backwards. Lift up the toes, spread them, and if you can, one by one, place them back. Inhale, lift your heart even higher. Exhale, place your belly on your thighs and start to straighten your legs without losing the connection of the thighs and the belly. Hold it here. Inhale, come back into chair. Exhale, sit down on that chair, and with your inhale, come all the way up. Palms together, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. We're going to move on. So with your inhale, sit down on the chair again. Exhale. Inhale, come on up. Back leg is super engaged. If you want, you can hook the thumbs and reach more back with your arms. Keep your hips square. Hold it here. Exhale, frame the front foot. Deep inhale, cycle through vinyasa. Whenever you want to skip the vinyasa. And then lightly step or hop forward. Land softly. Inhale, sit down into the chair. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up high. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Other side. Deep inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, always with a nice and flat back. Deep inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, set up for warrior two. I always like to have a little bit of space, laterally hip width apart. Root down, and with your next inhale, come on up. Strong in your back leg. Again, you can hook the thumbs the other way. Open up the heart. Hold it here. Good. And then exhale. Plant the palms. Inhale, step back. If you want, you can always lift up the leg a little bit when you lower down to make it more powerful. Go through a vinyasa. We all going to meet in downward facing dog. Good. From here, lift up your right leg. Open up the hip.
And now come onto the left tippy toes. Maybe stay here or start to bend your right knee. Lift up your knee even higher and then slide onto pivot the left foot. Slide onto the outer edge of your left foot. Land softly with your right foot. Here we go into a wild thing. Wild rock star. Press your hips up. Hold it here. The same way, gracefully, come back. Lift up your right leg towards the sky. And then bend your knee again. Draw the knee into the chest. And gently step the foot in between. Inhale, come on up one more time into a high lunge. Exhale, cycle through vinyasa. Other side. Inhale, lift your left leg, bend your knee. If you want to flip, you can. Land softly, table in the way. Come into rock star, hold it here. Opening up the chest, opening up the front side. And then slowly flip it back, lift up your left leg, and then gently step the left foot in between. Root down, rise up. Exhale, place the palms. Inhale, step back, cycle through vinyasa. And just breathe again. Now lightly step or jump, small steps, big ones. Inhale, come back into chair if you want with the feet together. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Now, you want to shift the weight onto the tippy toes and lift up the heels. So you're going to feel those calves. Sit down lower. Go all the way. And then gently, all the way down. Keep your heels still high. Place the fingertips down. And go back into plank. Cycle through vinyasa. Lightly step or jump forward. Inhale, coming back into chair. Exhale, settle down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the heartbeat. Let's move on. Come into chair pose. Now you know why I used the chair in the beginning. Enough chairs now. So now, hands in front of your heart. We're going to fly away, warrior three, right leg extended in the air. Keep a nice line. Keep the right inner thigh moving up. Now bend your standing leg. Land softly on the backside of the mat. Deep inhale, lift the chest, and with your exhale, twist from the navel upwards, either with your right hand down or all the way. You might as well extend your arms or even take the bind. So the right hand is underneath, going underneath the right leg, and the left hand is all the way around, so you can clasp the fingers. And then engage your right leg. So steady this through the foundation. Everything that touches the ground is the foundation. Hold it here for a couple of more breaths. Then release, both hands down, cycle through vinyasa, or just take a break. And then lightly step or jump forward. Take a moment here, just sway from side to side. Good, and then sit down onto a chair again. Hands in front of your heart. Let's
Put the feet together, lift up the heels one more time. Steadiness. Sit down even lower. Good. And then come all the way down. Hands to the floor. Lift up the bum. Stay on the tippy toes if you can. And then gently lower down the heels again. Deep inhale. Back into chair. Exhale. Hands in front of your heart. And then balance on your right leg. Extend your left leg. Warrior 3. Gently bend your standing leg. Lift up the chest. And then with the length on both sides of the waist, of the torso, just twist to the right side. And then do any kind of twist. Maybe you can extend your arms. You can take the bind. Your left leg is super strong. Exhale, both hands down. Deep inhale, step back. And then cycle through vinyasa. Either take a child's pose or rest in down dog. Make sure your neck is long and relaxed. And then gently step or jump forward. Inhale, back into chair, unsupported. Exhale, sit down even more. Take a long and deep inhale, come up all the way. Little back bend. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes. And feel the power, feel the fire. We go into some hip openers. Inhale, circle the arms towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, step back with your right foot, opening up the foot 90 degrees. Either keep your left hand down on the block or on the floor, or take the bind. Once you have the bind, work on coming up with the upper body. Keep your back leg super strong. Circus people, I'm gonna fly, right foot forward. And then shift your weight. And maybe you can just hover here, the left leg. This is very handy, this Shmine. Good. Slowly come back down. Step back with your right foot. Join everybody else. Left hand down, right arm up. And then both hands on the inside of the foot. Roll onto the right ball of the foot. Lengthen the spine if you want. You can come all the way down into lizard. Breathe here. Be mindful of the limitations in your body. So you can always drop the back foot. You can also stay on the fingers, on the hands. Everybody come back up. And then one hand on each side. Inhale, step back. Cycle through vinyasa. And then slowly step or lightly jump forward. Keep the lightness. Inhale, back into chair. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Coming back to the center. Gonna do the other side. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, step back with your left foot. Big step. Now again, either right hand down, left arm up. You want to have a connection of your right arm with the knee, or take the bind. Once you have it, work on lifting up your torso, and maybe you can take mini steps with your left foot, or even heel toe, the foot forward, or you can take a little hop with your left foot forward, shift your weight, come on up. And once you're up, stack the shoulders above your hips, and maybe you can start straightening your right leg. And then gently all the way down.
When you're climbing on a tree, it's as important to come down mindfully again. So step back with your left foot. Either you can just hop it back or take a big step. Everybody, hands on the inside of the right foot to roll onto the ball of the left foot, lizard. So hang out here or come one floor down. If your elbows are not touching the floor, you might as well use 2 books or blocks. And then extend your back leg. A couple of breaths here. And then release the blocks, the books, one hand on each side. Cycle through vinyasa. And with every vinyasa, of course, you can hover your right foot here and then reunite them when you come into an up dog. Create your own practice, literally now, when we're in a home practice. So you can always take your own pace. You can add vinyasas whenever you want. And you can also skip them whenever you want. And now lightly step or jump forward. Inhale, come back into that beloved chair. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, twist to the left, right elbow on top of your left knee. And now lift up your right heel. Gently start to fly in the air first. And then take a big step back with your right foot. Land softly. One more time, twist. Good. And then gently take your right hand either on the floor or on a block. And now start to straighten your left leg. You want to move with the left hip back. You can even help with the thumb in the hip crease to move it back. And then once you're here, extend your left arm. So we have a nice twist, strong legs. And then both hands down, cycle through vinyasa. Couple of breaths in down dog or child's pose. Being grateful that we have 2 sides, we can do it again. Yay. So lightly step or jump forward and settle down in your chair. Sorry. It's too bad I cannot hear the ahs in chair. And then hands in front of your heart. Twist to the right, look down, and with control, like in the slow flow at lunch class, start to fly with your left foot. Land softly. Once you have it, adjust your twist. So you want to stack the right shoulder, your left hand down on the floor or on a block, and start to straighten your right leg. Keep the twist. Reaching with your right arm up. Strong in your legs. Trust the foundation. And just breathe here. And then bend your front knee, both hands down. Cycle through vinyasa. Good, and then lightly step or jump forward. And then gently roll up the spine. We're all gonna meet in mountain pose. Take a moment here, close your eyes. And feel the heartbeat, feel the energy rising. Reunite the palms in front of your heart. You're gonna go through some balancing. So shift your weight onto your left foot and then slowly come back into that warrior 3 airplane, rolling the inner right thigh up. Good. From here, opposite, we're gonna open up the right hip. Take your left hand down onto the floor on a block or just hover. And then bend your right knee. If you can, grab the foot. Once you have it, keep opening up the chest and roll your right shoulder back and down. Smooth transition. Let go of the foot. Bend your standing leg. And then land softly, coming up into warrior two. Inhale, peaceful version. Exhale, extend both legs. Come into triangle. Take a long and deep inhale to open up the chest. Exhale, bend your front knee. Place both hands down. Roll onto the right ball of the foot. Deep inhale back into plank. Cycle through vinyasa. And again, whenever you need to skip stuff, just do so. Make sure you keep everything at ease. So if you can't do something, just stay easy, not a big deal. Do what you can. That's all you can, actually. So lightly step or jump forward and then roll up the spine. Find your mountain pose. Close your eyes for a moment. And then reunite the hands in front of your heart. We go to the other side. So shift your weight onto your right foot. Come into warrior three. Roll the inner thigh up. That means the toes are always facing down. Now lower down your right hand. If you want, you can grab the foot or you can stay in a normal half moon. And once you have it, kick your foot into the hand. And then let go. And slide into a warrior two. So in control, land softly, settle down for warrior two. Adjust your stance. Inhale, peaceful version. Exhale, moving into triangle. Inhale, opening up the left side. And with your exhale, bend your front knee. Both hands down. Inhale, step back. Exhale, cycle through vinyasa. We're all gonna meet in downward facing dog. Gonna add another sequence. With your inhale, lift up your right leg. Exhale, gently step the foot in between. Inhale, coming up into a high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. We've done this before. Inhale, reach with your right arm up. Exhale, take a bind if you want, or just one hand down, one arm up. We go one more time, just for fun. The left foot forward, going into paradise. Paradise bird coming up. Move in your own rhythm. And then take your right foot down. Left foot back. We're gonna meet everybody else. Both hands down. Cycle through vinyasa. Putting all the elements together. Always focus on your core. So you use the core to protect the bones. Inhale, lift your left leg this time. Exhale, step the foot in between. Inhale, root to rise. Come on up on the right ball of the foot. Exhale, settling down for warrior two. Inhale, opening up the left side. Exhale, easy version, one hand down, one arm up, or take the bind and do paradise. Steady your gaze when you come up. And then this is softly come down, step back, both hands down. And now everybody come into plank pose. Hold the plank. Move the feet together. We're going to roll onto the outer left foot. Move your hips down. Feel the oblique muscles when you roll to the other side. Over the tippy toes. And roll back. One more time, 3 times. Keep breathing. One more time, other side. Last time to the right. Come back to the middle. Cycle through vinyasa. Good. Come forward into plank. And then roll again onto the outer right foot. You can also simply keep your left foot in front of you. Or stack the feet. Lift up your left arm. Maybe lift up your left leg. And from here, one more time into rock star. So place your left foot behind you, opening up, breathing into the front side. And then gently roll towards the other side. Take your own variation. Keep it simple. More advanced, also keep it simple. Go into rock star if you want. And then come back to the middle. Cycle through vinyasa or skip it. And then lightly step, jump forward. And ease it out, just sway from side to side. And we do one more balance. So grab your right foot and then gently and slowly plant your tree. Once you have it, branch out. Hold it strong. And then take your arms to the sides, into your hips. Move with your right knee forward. Lift it up. Without leaning back, opening up the heart so the elbows go closer to each other. And then extend your leg. Hold it here. Keep your hips on the same level. We go one more time into warrior 3. Oh, don't know if I can do it because stuff is behind me. So fly. If you want, you can also reach with your arms forward. And then one more time, grab your knee into the chest. And then simply let go. Shake it out. Good. With your inhale, circle the arms towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward, other side. So grab your left foot. Either roll up first or once you're there, branch out. And of course, as always, you can have your foot below the knee or even on the floor. So whatever works for you. Now open up the arms to the sides. Place your hands on the waistline. Move with your shoulders back and down. Knees, we usually do this. We have a tendency to do this. So keep your navel in and just extend your leg. And then from here, moving into warrior 3 one more time. You can have your arms alongside the body. You can play with it like an airplane or forward. And then one more time. Just grab your knee towards your chest. Find your posture and then release. Shake it out. I assume well done. Come to the front of the mat. And then just walk your feet about mat width apart. Yogi squat, hands in front of your chest. Squat down. Place your arm bones, your elbows on the inside of the knees, and you can press your arm bones into the knees, but the knees also into the arm bones. Keep your chest lifted. Try not to round here, so always keep it long. And if you're up for an arm balance, lift up the bum. Place your hands behind your heels, and then lower down the hands all the way. Shift the weight. And then maybe you can just lift up one foot, maybe both, and then balance. Firefly. And then come back into yogi squat. And then slowly lower down the bum and come into boat. So you can have your hands behind your legs, or you can extend your arms. And then just breathe here for a moment. And you probably know what's coming. One more vinyasa if you want. Cross at the shins. Place your palms and then either step or shoot and jump back. Lower down. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. Breathe here. And then lightly step or jump. Coming back into boat. If you want, you can also extend your legs with the help of your hands. Keep it up. And then gently place your feet on the floor. Hands behind you with the fingers pointing forward. Deep inhale, lift up the bum. Exhale, lower down the bum. Inhale, coming back into boat. Exhale, one more time, reverse tabletop. Inhale, lift up the bum. Exhale, lower down. One more time, deep inhale. Boat. Exhale, ground down. Inhale, lift up the bum. Exhale, one more time into boat. Then grab behind, place your feet mat width apart, knees together, give yourself a hug, and just rest for a moment. Let go. There's a time for doing and a time for not doing. Inactivity, resting, letting go. And then lift up the head. Extend your left leg. Tree pose on the floor. So the right foot is on the inside. And then roll your shoulders towards your left leg. Walk your left hand a little bit more outside. And then grab either the outer shin or all the way towards the outer edge of the left foot. With your inhale, extend. With your exhale, forward fold. Let go of your head. One more time, a wild thing on the floor. So right hand behind you. Come on up onto the left foot and the right shin. Breathe into the front side of the body. Enjoy the stretch, the opening over the left side. And come back down. Other side. Extend your right leg. Left foot on the inside. And keep your right leg active. Grab with your left hand the outer edge or just the shin. Deep inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Forward fold. Relax here. But keep the integrity. So press the back side of the leg down. That means engage the quadriceps. And then take your left hand behind you, wild thing. Come on up, lift up the bum. On your left shin, right foot. Breathe deeply. And then slowly come back down. Place the feet on the front side of your mat and enjoy the slouching computer style. Hands behind your legs and just scoop the navel in, hanging out. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Opening of the vertebrae, the shoulders. Inhale, bend your elbows, lift up the chest. And finally, with your exhale, start to roll down all the way. Keep breathing on your way down. Lower down first the lower back, the middle of the back, the upper back, the shoulders, the head. And give yourself a nice hug. And just roll from side to side. And then place the feet steady on the floor, about hip width apart. We go into bridge pose or wheel. So feel free to choose variation number 1, bridge pose. If you go for the full version, always try to keep your head straight. So here it's more about listening than watching. Don't move your chin from side to side here because this is quite delicate for your neck. So walk the feet as close as possible. And then also walk the shoulder blades closer to each other. So you feel the arm bones on the floor. Now press into the feet and into the palms. Lift up the bum. If you're in bridge, feel free to take a variation like lifting up onto the tippy toes. You can also interlace the fingers. If you want to go higher, next level, wheel pose. So the fingertips are pointing forward. Press down into the hands, into the feet, and then slowly come on up with the bum. And then lift all the way up. Hold it here. And breathe into the front side. Make sure you're still breathing smoothly. So no biting teeth. It's just the outer form that changes. If this is not possible to breathe here, then back off. To come down, bend your elbows, tuck your chin towards the chest, and then land softly on your shoulders, and then down with the bum. If you're in bridge pose, same thing, roll down. And then keep the feet about mat width apart. And then just like a windshield wiper, want to lower down the right knees, the knees to the right side, and then to the other side. So keep your feet as wide as the mat, just to get some mobility in the hips, gentle rotation for the spine. And then stay with your knees on the left side on the ground. And if you want, you can place your left foot on top of your right knee and track it more down towards the floor. So you feel a nice opening in the IT band. At the same time, keep your right shoulder on the floor and look towards the right side. A little rotation. And with the foot on top, you can help to track it forward and down so you feel the stretch. Good. Keep your foot on top of the knee. Pick both knees up. Now we're going to go into threading the needle, stretching the left glute. So grab behind your leg or in front of the knee. Keep a nice flex in the foot to protect the knee. So the toes are facing your knee. And then move closer with the right knee towards yourself. The left knee is moving to the side and forward. Try to relax your neck and your shoulders. If you're like up here, then you can even back off a little bit and maybe put your right foot even down. You might even feel it there. So see what you need. And then gently place both feet again as wide as the mat.
Drop your knees to the right side, and this time the right foot's on top of your left knee. And then just surrender and track it down. Breathe here. The foot on top of the knee, and then pick up both knees. Grab behind your left leg or in front of the knee. Flex the right foot. Enjoy the stretch in the right glute. And try to melt down into the ground. Good, and then again, both knees into the chest. Maybe draw some circles with the knees. And happy baby at the end. So opening up the knees to the sides. Move your feet on top of your knees, and then either just grab your ankles. We do not want to lift up the bum. So basically, the lower back stays on the ground. If you can, grab the outer edges of the feet, and instead of pulling too much your feet towards you, also think about pressing your feet into the fingers so you can fully release the pelvis and the lower back. And if you're having a party, rocking the baby from side to side. If you want to do another shoulder stand, you can do so, or maybe just keep it simple. At the end of the day, easy inversion, legs up, arms up, as if you're suspended, so very light. Close your eyes. And whenever you're ready, go into Shavasana. And if you were sweating, then maybe cover yourself up with a blanket. You can also place something underneath your knees. Keep your legs quite wide, maybe as wide as the mat. And then take a moment to fully let go. There's a time for activity and a time for inactivity. Just being and letting go. So imagine you're melting your shoulders into the floor and allow your hips to be heavy and melt into the ground. Just feel the nice air around you. Enjoy a moment of Shavasana, corpse pose. Rest in peace. Feel free to stay longer in this pose. Or if you want, just move your chin slightly, gently from side to side. Just to give a massage on the back side of your head. Maybe just wiggle your toes and your fingers. Circle the wrists and the ankles. Take a long and deep inhale. Stretch out the arms behind your head. Maybe some yawning. Move a little bit. And then just bend your knees. Roll yourself onto your favorite side into a fetal position.
And enjoy this moment of gravity doing the work for you, so you can completely let go, melting into the ground, resting your head on the floor. And take the strength, the power of the earth with you when you come back into a seated position, slowly and gently. Keep your eyes still closed. Find an upright position and reunite the hands in front of your chest. Feel the union of the apparent opposites, right and left together, masculine and feminine together, bright and dark. Feeling the connection within yourself, the power within yourself, and feeling the connection with everything around us. The light within me honors the light within you. Or in just one word, namaste. Thank you very much for joining this practice. So it was quite flowy. Again, if you prefer the slower pace, feel free to watch the video just prior to this one. That was at lunchtime. If you need this pace, always come back to it. Also, if you want other things, I can also do, for example, a beginner's class for once, so you can have your partners joining you. This Friday, I'm going to do a kids class, so yoga for kids. If the little ones, you want to get a break from the little ones or do some yoga with your little ones. Friday, 3 o'clock, a yoga special for kids. I was thinking about doing it in Fringlish, so others from other countries or other areas from Switzerland can also join. Well, I mean, I speak all the languages, but none really perfectly. I mean, the Swiss languages, except Romansch, sorry. But I think I'm going to stick to English and French, so it can be kind of fun for the kids to learn the names also, like l'arbre, tree pose. So let me know what you think about this, and have a lovely evening. Have a tea. So we have the same ritual as always. We have a tea together. And actually, it's amazing, the daylight saving, because now it's really, you can tell the difference. It's really, really bright still. That's amazing. Soon we can go outside doing yoga again. So I can't wait. Bye-bye for now on YouTube. Instagrammers, stay there. I'm going to show you the view. And stay healthy, stay happy, stay in good moods. And thanks for your comments, and all the best. Bye-bye. So